Okay, welcome back. This is day 5 of the bulk. Let me get this situated here. Okay, we got it. Okay, nice. This is day 5 of the bulk. For those of you who are new here, my goal as of right now is to bulk through this winter and spring, and in the summer and fall of 26 start cutting down. My birthday's in November. I would absolutely love, to be able to do a show, be like either when I'm 20 or like as I turn 21, and just see how I kind of do. I am confident in myself that I'd do pretty well, but a couple weeks ago I heard on a podcast, it was Chris Williams, the Modern Wisdom podcast, and he had Sam Silicon. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but he was asking Sam about like lifting, and Sam was like, look, if you're just someone who goes to the gym and you lift, you're not a bodybuilder until you actually done it. And I like to like change how my body looks. I like to look good and everything, but I've never been someone who's like, yeah, like let me go out there and, you know, do an actual show or whatever. But when he said that, something in me was like, if this is something I'm passionate about and I enjoy doing just as is right now, I want to take it another level. So that's kind of how we're here. I hope you guys have been enjoying the journey so far. We got back today. It is going to be lower back focused today. So we are going to absolutely hammer out, probably do some single arm rove movements, and then obviously biceps. So we're going to get some hammer curls in and isolated preacher curls. There's a really good machine at my gym. So today should be really, really awesome. Weather was absolutely beautiful today. Last week it was like 80 in the 2nd and 3rd week of October, basically. That like never happens. And whatchamacallit, this week it finally started to cool down. So this morning it was like 40 degrees when I was going into work. So, and I do love and enjoy the cold weather actually. So, kind of also fits in with the theme. This is supposed to be the like fall / like winter bulk and everything. So, super stoked for today. I have had like I've had 4 of my meals today. So I've already had plenty of water. I'm going to do cardio first though today, because of my work schedule. Got to do cardio first before I actually get to the gym. I got to do cardio before I get out of the gym, actually, if that makes sense. So I usually have to be in bed pretty early, so I usually don't wait to do cardio at the end of the lift. But the way I view it is, if I'm disciplined and consistent with doing cardio while bulking before my lifts, just imagine how much more enthusiastic I guess I'll be about doing cardio, like in the peak of a cut basically, because I know what I'm working towards, you know, like, you'll hear people like Sam talk about it, but like some people, their mentality is just weak where they don't see that it's like, it's a privilege, like the pressure of like, oh man, like I have to show up basically. That's a privilege. I think C-Bum, actually Christopher Bumstead actually mentioned that first. But dude, I've been talking way too much. I'm just excited to lift. So I will see you guys in a little bit. I have nothing else to say. So I'll see you guys when we get in there. Peace. Hey, don't skip cardio today. We're gonna do 2 warm-up sets here, and then we're just gonna move into 2 heavy working sets.
He'll be like that. Because we don't want to hit them, right? But if we have a thing going, it will get done. I mean,
Okay, pretty good lift today. Deadlifts did not go as planned, if I'm being honest. Happens, it happens. So we're gonna pose though. Got a huge pump today, so we're gonna see how it turns out. Un momento. Back pumps are pretty fun. They're fun, so we're gonna check this out. I'm gonna kind of mute this, so see you guys in the car after we pose down real quick, so yeah. That's it. See you guys in the car. What a reminder today was. Walked in today feeling really good. Let me get this set up, sorry. We were gonna deadlift today and was feeling great. And we get in there and dude, I couldn't rep, well, I chose not to rep 375 for more than one. Filmed it. I don't even know if I'll post it, but my back belt wasn't fitting around a part of my back that I usually have troubles with, so I just was immediately wussed out and I was like, nah, that's it. It was just humbling because, man, dude, I got all in my head after that, and I guess my thought for tonight was like, I'll listen to people say that like the only limit you have is yourself. And I think that's really true, especially for what your goal is, or I guess where you're shooting for in the gym. I'm not necessarily shooting to be the strongest lifter in the gym. I'm shooting to, right now, get big. I'm looking to bulk, right? So I'm eating, you know, more often than not. I get like 5 meals a day right now. I just split up my meals, right? And I'm looking to get strength and size in right now. nothing else really. So I could care less for keeping my abs. Now, if I do a good bulk, if I do a proper job of stewarding, I guess, how I manage my bulk, I'll probably end up maintaining my abs, right? I try to do cardio and abs every single day that I'm in here as best as I can. I think it's actually a pretty, I guess, it's a good thing to do now versus then, like, oh man, I have to do this like now while I'm on the cut, you know what I mean? But the way I thought about it just now is like, as a Christian, I guess whatever you put in, you'll get out regarding like your faith and stuff. So like if you want to have a good conversation with God, if you want to hear from God, he says, you know, I'll draw near to those who draw near to me. And so I was like, man, okay. I kind of used it that way because I feel like recently, I feel like sometimes I can get cocky in the sense that I think I got it, God, like I don't need you. And daily, I have to remind myself that I don't got it, and I do need to rely on God. No matter how confident I might be in myself, I'll always fall if I don't lean into someone. And by someone, I mean the Creator. You know what I mean? But overall, I guess back to base. Today was a really good lift. Aside from that setback, I guess. It did kind of teach me a good bit, I guess, regarding just like how I approach certain things, because man, I got all in my head after that and I did not need that, but helped me push more weight than I normally do. So yeah, tomorrow, you guys, is gonna be a rest day. We might come in here and do cardio and abs, possibly. I'm not filming that or anything, I'm just letting y'all know. But I have a college ministry tomorrow night that I help serve at, and I want to be present for that, so I'm not going to go to the gym at all. We're going to focus on being there for my ministry. So I will see you guys most likely, I guess, 2 days from now. We're going to be having a leg day, and I've already decided legs is going to be a pretty heavy day. Not sure what we're going to go for yet. Normally I do 5x5 or 8-6-6-4, so depending on how we're feeling, we're just gonna go for it. Probably not gonna do any hack squat like we did last time. I'm not sure if I even filmed that. But we're gonna throw in some heavy weight, move it. You know, I'm 220 right now, so I should be moving a good bit of weight. And if I'm not, then I need to get up to par and get my strength up, right? Like if I'm just getting big, but I'm not actually getting strong, I feel like that kind of defeats part of the purpose of the bulk. Like, right, yes, you want size, but also you want a little bit of strength, right? That's also the point of it, because when you cut back down, if you do it correctly, you're going to retain some of that strength. So you don't just want to do this huge bulk and not actually get anywhere with your current lifts. You know, that totally would just ruin the point of, I'm gonna bulk, see what happens. And it's like, you're not even gonna get stronger if you're not actually pushing yourself. So today was pretty good because we did end up hitting some weight I normally haven't done. And I feel like, if I'm being honest, for the most part on upper movements, I have pushed myself. But we'll see. I'm excited. Really gonna have to dial in. I think I might go by myself, to be honest, and just get a spot on squats, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, today was pretty good. So gotta be, I guess, optimistic just about my days and stuff. The other day, or just today, it was the other day, I went to go get food at Cookout with some friends. Got like a shake, some cheese bites, chicken quesadilla. And it's Sunday. I usually don't really do very well with my eating on Sunday, but I'm just being honest. Anyways, we get there, and this guy is like really good at taking my order. And I was like, man, like this kid could like manage or something. All this in my head. And as we're leaving, like an hour or so later, I see him getting on a bike, and I was just like, man, I was really humbled, because like, man, dude, like I feel like I have like a crap box car, and I really don't. I'm blessed to even have the car I have, and everything I have, dude. It's like, man, like I am so ungrateful sometimes for the things I have, when I really need to work on just being like full of gratitude. So I'm really happy with where I'm at today, and yeah, that really did humble me. So everyone, like the guy with the bike wants to get a car, the guy with the car wants a nicer car, and that guy with the nicer car wants the sports car. And it's like, you should be content with where you're at and be grateful, because it can all be taken away just like that, you know? And you might think, oh, I'm in control and I'm the God of my own life. You're not really, you know what I mean? You know, God could take it away just like that and remind you of who's actually in control and who's the boss. It's not you as much. And that's something I'm kind of battling with internally while I'm doing this, is because I've been told, like, you'll hear people say like, yeah, I can control how my body looks. You know, I notice when I eat this food, or when I'm eating this amount, or when I'm having these, you know, nutrients, macros, whatever, I notice my body looks in a certain way. And I've definitely noticed the side effects, I guess, of that. But I'm not fully in control of how I like look, or like me, I'm not in control of all that. Like, I feel like there does need to be someone that we do lean into, and that someone is God. And so I don't want to be the God of like my entire body. I think your spiritual body is a lot more important, and that's something I've kind of been thinking on, because I really do not want to make this an idol. I really hope the goal of this is really to, I want to, one, document this journey, but two, I really want to just uplift the name of Jesus. And I feel like if I'm not doing that properly on here, I know for a fact I'm not gonna get anywhere with this if I'm wanting to get anywhere. And I think your why is really important. You know, like, God doesn't care I've been talking about this all day today with friends. God does not care about what you do. He cares about why you're doing it. So if your why is, I want to lift up myself, I want to build my own personal kingdom, and you're idolizing just everything about you, and you're not doing anything for God's kingdom, you're probably not going to get anywhere with that. But if your why is, man, I just want to uplift God with all that I am, because the Bible literally says to offer yourself as a living sacrifice. Not literally, but like, we're made to know God and to make him known, and we're made to glorify him and to worship him. And so it doesn't necessarily matter about what you're doing. You know, people struggle about like, whoa, what's God's will for my life? It is to glorify God. So whatever you decide to do, glorify God. And I feel like if I idolize this and I idolize myself too much, God will just take this away just like that. And so I've been trying to remind myself that this is not about me. This is more so about how blessed I am, and me trying to document like the God-given ability, genetics, all of it that I have, and use it. And I want to glorify God. This is like, none of this is mine. None of this is something I built. It's all from God. You know, I might have put in a little bit of work and everything, but I would not be here if it wasn't for him, you know? And I want to say that now, loud and proud. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to close out today. I'm almost home. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do have any feedback, please let me know. I've seen some comments telling me to like keep it up, and dude, I really plan to. So this is actually my sister's camera. I said that yesterday. I'm planning on buying my own personal DJI Osmo. I will be getting that, I think, this weekend is when I'm planning to order it, and it should get here like overnight. So I'm really stoked to get that set up, start using my own, and see where we take off. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep chasing the aesthetics, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, peace, peace.